I'm Paul Megliola. My wife and I have been joined Rumpel in 2022. We got here right after the transformation of the Rumpel campus started to come to life. But we missed out on all the discussions and planning that led up to some of the biggest capital improvements in Rumpel history. Perhaps you'll find a nugget of helpful information in today's question and answer. I'm here today with Alice Salthouse, longtime member of Rumpel Memorial. She doesn't really need an introduction to most of you, but just the same, here's a couple of fun facts for you. One, Alice was raised in Morganton and was the fifth of 7 children. In fact, the first girl in the family. She has been a member of Rumpel since the 90s. She's volunteered many times and is an ordained elder. She's handles a lot of mission work and also youth ministry. As a newbie, I've got a few questions about the next proposed phase. So let's begin at 30,000 feet.
Okay.
I'll start with a question that's way up here. There are 4 banners that often hang in the sanctuary that represent the mission of the church. Worship, community, education, and mission. How does that relate to this capital project that we're talking about?
I think it relates very well. About 5 or 6 years ago, we were doing a study in the church with the elders and other groups to look at the ministry and mission of what God has called us to do here at Rumpel Presbyterian. And so we had lots of meetings, and these were the 4 things that we believed that we needed to pay good attention to. And so mission, that work, mission work, is for foreign missions and local missions will be able to be accomplished in a far better way with the use of the fellowship hall that we're going to have. And there's, in all of these things, worship, we on many Sundays get a crowd that's bigger than we can hold in the sanctuary. And we can set up equipment in this fellowship hall that we're about to go after. That will allow us to do that. And there's so many things inside this fellowship hall that we're going to be able to do to welcome people from youth groups, from churches off the mountain that come here for youth fellowship, sports, all kinds of things like that. But we believe that our 4 cornerstones are very important for our ministry in this world. And the property improvements that we have made and will make are going to make a big difference in our ability to meet what we want to from those 4 cornerstones.
That really does sound like a good fit. We're basically talking about a community center. Is that it?
That's a lot of it.
Isn't there other community centers that we could use?
There are community centers around, but what we do with the fellowship hall that we're going to have in this phase 2 is that we will have a place for people to gather, and I believe that we will have scriptures on the wall, and we will have youth groups meeting in there. They will be doing sports, and they will study and do all types of things, and not just the youth, but adults. I know that there is a need for this, and it will be a holy place.
Nevertheless, don't you think it might sit vacant for a good part of the time? I'm a newbie, not really sure how much activity we'll get there.
And in the group that I'm working with now with the It Is Time campaign, if Jenny Derby were here, she could name off about 10 different things that we're going to be doing outside of worship and the church things. Like I mentioned before, welcoming youth groups from other churches. We're going to have a way for people to play basketball, pickleball, adults coming together in this space that is a holy place where we'll be having fun, but you will see the scriptures on the wall and the people that are there showing God's grace. So I really believe that we will have times when there's not a lot going on, but there will be times when there are beautiful events that are taking place that would not be able to be held in this community without it.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Years ago, I heard that there might be a columbarium. Is that still in the plans?
Oh, yes.
Good.
There's still a study going on right now where they're trying to find the best, most appropriate place to have a columbarium.
Wonderful.
So that is still in the works.
That, again, to the legacy of Rumpel Memorial, that is such an important piece.
Yeah.
And finally, what if we're not able to raise the funds that we need for this?
Well, you know what? When we had the first phase of the It Is Time campaign, there were so many folks. The goal there was much higher than what we have for this one. It was 5.2 million. And there were people like, I don't believe we could ever do that. But you know what? God's grace was upon us, and not only did we raise it, we exceeded it. And I do believe with all my heart that we will meet this goal.
That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, Alice, your enthusiasm I can feel it. It's palpable. So thank you for answering the questions today.
And you're welcome. And thank you to you for asking the questions, because I know a lot of people have these. But I know that God's hand is on us and that we will do well with this ministry.
Thank you.
Thank you.